1957. America was changing fast. Rock and roll filled the radios, the interstate highways were stretching farther every year, and people wanted machines that looked as modern as their dreams. And Ford, they were listening. The company that built the tough, boxy workhorses of the early 50s decided it was time for something new, something sleeker, wider, and more refined. This was the dawn of the third-generation Ford F-Series, the era that made pickups not just tools, but style icons. By the mid-1950s, Ford trucks had proven themselves, rugged, reliable, and everywhere. But here's the problem. The market was shifting. Families wanted comfort, farmers wanted power and pride, and America wanted style. Competitors like Chevrolet were already rolling out more refined, smoother-looking trucks. So Ford knew, if they didn't evolve, they'd get left behind. That's when the designers in Dearborn tore up the old blueprints and started from scratch. The result, a truck that didn't just work hard, it looked good doing it. The 1957 Ford F-Series was a turning point. For the first time, Ford used an integrated cab and body design, a smooth, single-piece structure that looked unified and futuristic. Gone were the bulky, separate fenders. Instead, you got the style side bed, clean and aerodynamic. It wasn't just about looks. This design made it easier to load cargo, reduced wind drag, and gave the truck a wider, more confident stance on the road. Inside, the cab felt more like a car. Padded dash, curved windshield, more legroom, and even optional color-matched interiors. The message was clear. This wasn't just a truck anymore. This was personal transportation with muscle and class. Ford didn't just make it pretty, they made it powerful. Under that hood, you had choices. The dependable 223 cubic inch inline six was there for everyday drivers. Smooth, steady, and reliable. But if you wanted to feel the earth rumble, you went for the 332 cubic inch V8, known for its torque and that unmistakable Ford growl. This engine could pull, haul, and keep pushing long after others gave up. The suspension got better, the frame got stronger, the steering lighter and easier. This generation wasn't about surviving work, it was about enjoying it. So, what did it cost to own one of these beauties? Back in 1957, a brand new F-100 would set you back around $1,930 to $2,200 depending on your trim, roughly $22,000 to $26,000 in today's money. That made it competitive, just slightly under a comparable Chevrolet Task Force truck and about equal to Dodge's pickups of the time. But here's the twist. Ford offered more features, more style, and more choice for that price. Buyers weren't just paying for a truck, they were buying a piece of Ford's vision of the future. Today, finding a 1957 to 1960 Ford F-Series in good condition is a dream for collectors. These trucks have become icons, representing the moment when Ford trucks turned from rugged workhorses into timeless design legends. Restored versions can fetch anywhere between $25,000 and $70,000, depending on originality and condition. The rarer trims, especially factory style-side models or the V8 versions, are even more valuable. But to the owners, it's not about resale. It's about connection, driving a piece of history that reminds us how America moved forward, one Ford at a time. The 1957 Ford F-Series didn't just change the way trucks looked. It changed how people felt about them. It was the bridge between utility and identity, between work and pride. And that spirit, that perfect balance of power and personality, still lives on in every F-Series today. Because before there was the Raptor, the Lightning, or the Platinum, there was the 1957 F-100, the truck that dared to be different. It wasn't just a machine, it was the moment Ford found its style. If you loved this story, check out the full Ford F-Series journey, from the rugged 1948 original to the all-electric beasts of today.